the tech industry is just such a, it's like such a buzzword. And I feel like it also carries this negative connotation now.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
Hey y'all. So clearly I'm not putting up my garland. So yesterday so it's the next day. Yesterday I was just feeling sick. Like throughout the day, like I felt something coming on and it was just super annoying and I was just trying to like push through. And then when I was like about to put up the garland, I was like, let me just sit down and like not try to overdo it. And I just felt myself getting sicker and sicker last night. And yeah, here we are. I don't know. I am grateful that I don't have a sore throat, because usually that's like the first thing that I get is a sore throat. So I'm trying to count my blessings, because if I can bypass having a sore throat for 2 days, a win is a win. But I hate being sick. I was just sick when last month. No, we went to New York in early November. I was sick. But what this did put into me is that I need to get back on my regimen for immune system building. So I used to take these emergency pills, and it's like 1,000 milligrams a day of vitamin C and like whatever else from immune system building. And I took those for like 2-3 years straight. And when I tell you, I went from like getting sick all the time to like never really getting sick, took it all through COVID. Those work. I do have other supplements that I take. I take vitamin D every day that has vitamin C in it, and like other, whatever, immune system building. And there's some other things that I take. I take a multivitamin. But I need to be more intentional about my emergency. So I just ordered some off Amazon. It should be here today. Because this is a really bad cold flu season. They said it. RSV is out here. COVID is out here. Flu season. So I gotta get back on my stuff. Because being sick, obviously. So anyways, I am just on the couch today. I'm working. But I'm on the couch, which I never do, but whatever. So yeah. I don't know when I'm going to put the garland up, because I don't have any energy and I don't have any motivation to put any Christmas decorations up. So yeah, that's that. Supposed to be going to a concert tonight. So hopefully I can rest up so I feel better to do that. I really want to take a nap. I'm not a nap during the day type of person. So I'm like, how do you take a nap? Like, I can only really take a nap if I'm tired. So I really need to find something that's going to make me go to sleep. I don't know what that is. I need to look online. Because I feel like when I'm sick and I go to sleep like at night and then I wake up, like typically I feel better the next day. And just like next day. So I really want to try to see if I can take a nap. But anyway, so yeah, no garland for this vlog. Maybe in the next one, and we'll see what happens. I also just text my hairdresser, because when I've been combing my hair, it's been like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or so inches are like is what's on the floor. Like obviously every time you comb your hair, like it sheds, but my hair is not, I don't feel like it's shedding, like it's not shedding full strands, it's shedding like 2-3 inches, and so I'm concerned. So I probably need a trim. I feel like I just had a trim, but whatever, maybe that was over 8 weeks ago. I got my hair done last week, but I need to go back this week, because I feel this is an emergency. I don't like to see that kind of hair on the floor, you know what I mean? Typically, like if it's full strands, and it's not even a lot of full strands, which means I'm not shedding a lot, I'm shedding my ends. So I need to get my ends clipped this week sometime. But anyway, that will probably wrap this vlog. So fun. Like I said, hopefully next vlog we will get some Christmas decorations up, but hey, we might not. Because one thing I'm not going to do is overdo it. So whatever I feel like doing, we're going to do. Whatever I don't feel like doing, I'm not going to do. But I am going to try to commit to vlogging, even if I'm sick and look a mess and don't feel like it. Because consistency. So I'm just going to finish up some work. Try to take a nap. Maybe we'll see. Sometimes eating like a heavy meal will make you go to sleep. I don't really want to eat heavy. I don't know. So it's a little later in the day, and I'm having lunch. I get these meals from this meal prep place in the Chicagoland area called Temple Fuel. They're really good. I get them for lunch, not for dinner because I usually cook or we'll order out or we'll go out. But these are really good for just meals, like especially when you work from home and you don't want to think about what you have to eat or cook for lunch. These are really good and they're tasty and all of that. So yeah. So yeah, just still here, still sick. And I know I mentioned earlier that I was supposed to go on site for work. So I am a user experience designer. So I design digital applications. It really can be digital or physical, but currently I design digital applications and study user behavior and things like that to design for people. I work for a pretty large company, so that's what I was going on site for today, but usually I'm working from home. And I'll go on site maybe at least 1 to a couple times a month, but most of the time I'm at home. I think one day I will do, especially for Vlogmas, I'll do like a day in the life of a UX designer, especially a day in the life of a UX designer who's been doing it for a while and who coaches people and who has their own course and all that stuff. Because I think a lot of people are interested in the tech industry. The reason why I put air quotes around tech industry, that's honestly another video, but I think that there's so many different careers out there in the tech industry that are not like my job is technical, but I'm not coding anything. I know a little bit of code, but I'm not writing code. You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of people, it would be helpful to know, you know, what a user experience designer is and, you know, what we do and all that kind of stuff. So I'll probably do that video for Vlogmas. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. So yeah. Yeah, my days are pretty much filled with meetings or design work. Today, fortunately, because I was supposed to go on site, I actually don't have a lot of meetings on Tuesdays anyways, but because I was supposed to go on site, my meetings were canceled, which means that I can just rest today and like catch up on work and things like that at my own pace and not have to be somewhere for other people, you know, and for meetings and things like that. So love that for me for today. And so the reason why I said I put air quotes around the tech industry is because I just feel like the tech industry is just such a, it's like such a buzzword. And I feel like it also carries this negative connotation now because everyone is like, how can I get into the tech industry? And it's just like, I don't know. I feel a lot of ways about it. One, because I feel like people think that tech equates to money. And while that can be true for some roles, I just don't feel that we should always lead with that.
I, for one, am someone who is driven by what I can do with money, if that makes sense. So yes, one of the reasons why I went into this field was because it was lucrative, because, you know, I could work from home, because, you know, all these things. But I just feel like this whole tech industry movement, like the one that you see on like TikTok and like, you know, Twitter and all that, like where people are like obsessing over this industry that's like this like hidden, you know, super hard to get into industry. And like in some ways it can be, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a stigma around it now, when really it's just like any other industry. Like it's not just like any other industry, because it's hot and it's popping and like there's so many, you know, beautiful opportunities. But I also feel like it's just become just like a trope. Like what are the things that you want to spend your day doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, and then figure out what industry that is in. Because you can be in tech and be in other industries. Like I can be a user experience designer, which is a technical career, and work in healthcare and work in real estate and work in the automotive industry. You know what I'm saying? And it's still technically the tech industry, but it's just like, I don't know, this whole like I'm in tech. It's just, I feel like it just puts this like level of prestige around what it is that you do. And like, don't get me wrong, like I do important work. And the work that a lot of people do, especially when it comes to like cybersecurity and things like that, it is very important work, but like so is healthcare and so is the automobile industry and things like that. And I don't know. It's trendy. That's the word I was looking for. It's trendy. And with trends, I feel like, I don't know, TBD. I have sick brain today. I want people to not be so fixated on like getting into tech and be more, and try to figure out what it is that you like to do. If your goal is money, figure out what jobs make money, and then like what it is that you want to do like within those jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like every field in tech, every career in tech does not equal a bag. Like it just doesn't. And there are other careers outside of the quote unquote tech industry that do equal a bag. Do you know what I'm saying? There are also people out here that have companies that are marketed as tech companies, but there ain't no tech. So that's what I mean where I say it's like trendy. It's like, oh, well, if we have an app, then we're a tech company. Not really. Like, not yes, but not really. Like, I don't know. If you have a website where tech, like you're not. Like you're not. And that's okay. Like, it's really okay. That's why I never lead with like, I'm in tech. I lead with like, I'm a UX designer and I work at a big tech company. Or I don't even say that. I say I'm a UX designer. I don't know. I just want us to start to put more emphasis on the things we enjoy and not labels and trends. Because it also can be very expensive to get into these careers and very challenging to get into these careers. And a lot of times there are a lot of different barriers to get into these careers. And that's why things like boot camps exist. Like what I created for user experience designers exists to help break down those barriers. But then there are also a lot of people out here that are taking advantage of people. I don't really speak on that a whole lot, but that's also going on too. Like there's just so much. And I feel like whenever I see like a conversation or a thread or a TikTok about like getting into tech, a lot of it is very gimmicky. And those of you who are interested in tech and like y'all know what I'm talking, or you're in tech, like you know what I'm talking about. Especially those of us that have been here long enough before the trend. it just can be very off-putting. And so I never want to come across as off-putting. I never lead with I'm in tech, because it doesn't do anything for me. Like, it doesn't make me more money to say that. It doesn't make me feel a certain type of way to say that. It's just, I don't know, like I said, I just want us to lead with what it is that we want to do. Because that, you know, finding your passion may not be within the tech industry, and that's okay. Because people feel like tech equals the bag, which is not always true, that's what they feel like they need to get into. And because it's so trendy. I don't know. Again, I'm sick, y'all. My thoughts are not all the way where they need to be, but if you're somebody that's interested in tech or in the tech industry, you know what I'm talking about. And you live on the internet, Twitter, TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, yeah. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I feel like I'm just ranting. But I will do a day in the life video, because I think that's important. It's important to set expectations around what it is that we do, what a typical day looks like. Typical day is pretty boring, to be honest. I mean, again, like, it's not anything glamorous. Like, all these things that TikTok and, you know, all these, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's fun work. It's exciting work. But it's just, I don't know. I'm not downplaying it at all. I love the career that I chose. It was the right one for me. I chose it in high school. I chose web design, and then that kind of snowballed into what we know today as UX. I wanted to work from home. I wanted to, you know, freedom and all that kind of stuff. And all that stuff came true. And I love that. But you gotta make sure that you get into stuff for the right reasons. People get into these careers and they hate it. They hate it. But because they see a certain dollar amount attached to the paycheck, you know, they feel that there is job security, right? Like, we've seen what's going on with these tech companies, big tech companies, startups, and the like, yes, your job is important and things like that, but it's just very important to make sure that you find what works for you and where you fit and what you want to do when you wake up every day. And end rant. So, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'll do that video, day in the life. And if there's anything else that y'all want to see, let me know too. My goal for 2023 is to start my course back up. So when we talk about upskilling, which means that you are currently kind of in the field or kind of on the career path, but you just need like a jump. So maybe you're like web designer, graphic designer, and you want to go up to UX design. Whether we're talking about upskilling or whether we're talking about just like a full transition, that's what my boot camp offers. It has been offering. So, but I say we, but I run it. I've always done that with businesses, but I'll be starting it back up in the new year. I took this year off, not intentionally, but because I started a new job. It was super demanding, and I wanted to make sure that I was giving my all. And then life happens and different things start happening, and it's a snowball effect. And now it's, you know, end of the year, and we didn't really, we didn't really do much this year. But because I run it, because I'm the coach, because I am the mentor, I have to be able to give 110%. And so I wasn't able to really do that this year with everything that I had going on. But next year, we'll be starting it back up. So let me know if you want to hear more about that, because that is a 16-week class that will take you from beginner to experienced. It's really exciting. Yeah, I'm a product of the boot camp. They work. So yeah, I'm drinking this drink. I need to get the name of it. it's similar to the Emergen-C that I was talking about, where it gives you that immune system boost. There are these little packets. My mom gave these to me a while ago when I told her I was getting sick. But really it was just allergies. That's the other thing. It's like, I have really bad allergies and sinuses. So, you know, sometimes it's like, is it allergies? Is it COVID? Is it sinus? Like, what? Is it a cold? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So anyway, I'm going to finish eating, and I keep saying that this will be the end of this vlog, but who knows? Maybe I'll pick back up.
All right, y'all. So it is later in the day. I'm headed out. Headed to dinner and a concert. I feel pretty much the same, but you know, whatever. We're gonna make it do what it do. I really don't have on anything spectacular. I have on this jumpsuit that I got from some random place. I was gonna wear it with like a long coat, but didn't decide to do that, so I just put on this sweater over it, and I'm gonna do some black booties. And then I just have on this scarf, and then I'm gonna put on my leather jacket, black booties, and then we're gonna be out the door. So let's go.